一起。Hello， 大家好，我是阿婉。然后今天是2025年的11月12日，可以来一起看一下这个新闻。这个新闻还是比较有趣的，因为这意味着说，就是它的主题是你告诉 AI 机器人一个犯罪秘密，那你会被逮捕吗？这个本身还是比较有趣的话题，因为这个 AI 代表着未来，然后也代表着就是说，就是法规是要怎么去制定。那这个文章从一个引起广泛讨论的案件，就是美国有一个男子叫乔纳森·林德克内希特，然后因为纵火被起诉，然后检方把他与 ChatGPT 的聊天记录作为证据，包括他此前与 AI 讨论香烟引发火灾是否是自己的错，以及焚烧圣经时的奇妙感受。那作者指出说，这起案件暴露出一个关键的问题，就是说，当人们把 AI 当成心理咨询师或者自己倾诉时，那这种对话机制是否也应该享有就是类似于律师、客户或者医生、病人这种法律隐私特权？然后也由此就是说会提出建立一种新的法律保护机制，叫 AI 交互特权。所以并建议说，保护目的性的交流，就是用户为寻求心理疏导或咨询而与 AI 的对话，不应被强制披露。那警示义务除外，若 AI 判定用户对自己和他人有迫在眉睫的威胁，应有权报告。那犯罪例外，若 AI 被用于策划犯罪，记录可在司法监督下调取。那作者认为这种制度能让人们放心地与 AI 坦诚交流，促进心理健康与社会福祉。若缺乏保护，人们将自我审查，那 AI 也将失去最有价值的自我探索的功能。个人对于这篇文章就是感觉还是比较感兴趣的，我不知道大家是不是也是这样。然后其实逻辑上像我今天的话，我算是一个 ChatGPT 或者说 AI 的一个重度用户。看我本身自己也可以训练 model，然后其次的话就是我自己也大量的用 AI，像今天早上我跟 AI 商量了好久，我到底要买哪一款无线麦克风，因为有用户就是有那个听众，然后给我评论说我声音要么太小，要么太弱，要么怎么样，然后我就想说这个事情。我想了几天，然后突然就冒出来，对，我应该加紧就是买一个无线麦克风，然后保持我这种不会声音忽高忽低，不会破音啊，然后还有外界杂扰，就是大家也能有一个比较好的体验。看，就是 AI 就是在我这里的话，我会认为说，其实是的，就是会有一点点，就是有点像日记，只不过这个日记它可以和我对话，所以说，我不知道你们是怎么样的。那像这个的话，就是我已经大致就是把这篇文章的梗概就是解释完了。那现在就是简单一点，直接进入英语环节。那如果你喜欢我的频道的话，就请订阅我吧。If you tell ChatGPT your secrets, will they be kept safe? On New Year's Day, Jonathan Lindenknecht purposely asked ChatGPT, "Are you at fault if a fire is lit because of your cigarettes?" Misspelling the word lit. Yes, ChatGPT replied. 10 months later, he is now being accused of having started a small blaze that authorities say reignited a week later to start the devastating Palisades fire. Mr. Lindenknecht, who has pleaded not guilty, had previously told the chatbot how amazing it had felt to burn a Bible months prior, according to federal complaints, and had also asked it to create a dystopian painting of a crowd of poor people fleeing a forest fire while a crowd of rich people mocked them behind a guide. For federal authorities, these interactions with artificial intelligence indicated Mr. Lindenknecht's schizophrenic state of mind and motive and intent to start a fire, along with GPS data that they say puts him at the screen of the initial blaze. It was enough to arrest and charge him with several counts, including destruction of property by means of fire. This determined development is a warning for our legal system, as people increasingly turn to AI chat tools as confidence therapists and advisors. We urgently need a new form of legal protection that would safeguard most private communications between people and AI chatbots. I called it AI Interaction Privilege. All legal privileges rest on the idea that certain regulation shifts lawyer and client, doctor and patient, priest and penitent, severe a social good that depends on candor. Without assurance of privacy, people's self-concern and society lose the benefits of honesty. Courts have historically been reluctant to create new privileges. Instead, where confidentiality has to be absolutely essential to the functioning of the relationship. Gray Mike Chair, a University of Virginia law professor, told me many users' engagement with AI now reach this threshold. People speak increasingly freely to AI systems not as diaries but as patterns in conversation. That's because these systems hold conversations that are often indistinguishable from human dialogue. The machine simply listens, reasons, and provides response, in some cases not just reflecting but shaping how users think and feel. AI system can draw users out just as a good lawyer or therapist does. Many people turn to AI precisely because they lack a safe and affordable human outlet for taboo or vulnerable source. This is arguably by design. Just last month on the OpenAI chief executive Sam Altman announced that the test iteration of its ChatGPT platform would relax some restrictions on users and allow them to make their ChatGPT response in a very human-like way, allowing the government to access such unfiltered exchange and treat them as legal confessions would have a massive chilling effort. If every provides short experiments can later be weaponized in court, users of AI will censor themselves, undermining some of the most valuable use of these systems. It will destroy the candid relationship that makes AI useful for mental health and legal and financial problem solving, turning a potentially powerful tool for self-discovery and self-representation into a potential legal liability. At present, most digital interactions fall under the third-party doctrines, which holds that information voluntarily disclose to other parties to store on a company service carries no legitimate expectation of privacy. This doctrine allows government access to much online behavior such as Google search histories without a warrant. But are AI conversations voluntary disclosures in this sense, since many users approach these systems not as search engines but as private controllers? The legal standards should evolve to reflect the expectation of discretion. AI companies already hold many intimate data than any therapist or lawyer even ever could, yet they have no clear legal duty to protect it. AI interaction privilege should mirror its legal privileges in this respect. First, communications with the AI for the purpose of seeking counsel or emotional processing should be protected from forced disclosure to in court. Users could design protected sessions through app settings or claim privilege during legal discovery if the context of the conversation supports it. Second, this privilege must incorporate the so-called duty to one's principle, which obligates therapists to report imminent threat or harm if an AI service generally believe a user pose an immediately danger to self or others or has already caused harm. Disclosure should be not just permitted but obligated. And third, there must be exception for crime and fraud. If AI is used to plan or execute a crime, it should be discoverable under judicial oversight. Under this logic, Mr. Lindenknecht case reveals both the needs and the limit of such protection. His secretary query functionally equivalent to an internet search would not merit privilege, but under AI interaction privilege, his confession about Bible burning should be protected. It was neither a plan for a crime nor an imminent threat. Creating a new privilege follows the law patterns of adapting to new forms of trust. The psychotherapist patient privilege itself was only formally recognized in 1996 when the Supreme Court acknowledged the therapeutic value of the confidentiality. The same logic apply to AI now. The social benefit of candid interaction outweighs the cost of the occasional lost evidence. To leave these conversations legally unprotected is to invite a regime where citizens must feel that their digital introspection could someday be used against them. Private thought, whether spoken to a lawyer, a therapist, or a machine, must remain free for the fear of the state intrusion. 哎呀，不知道大家感觉怎么样啊？就是所以说，一个法律的制定，它也是至关重要的。但是，比如说像这位由香烟引发火灾的提问，我觉得吧，就是如果他是故意的，就是比如说，他在就是计划做这件事情的时候，问了 ChatGPT 的意见，那这就是该被定罪的，因为他把 AI 用来犯罪。但如果 是事后的，就是他做了这件事之后，然后或者说就是有可能就是他无意中做这件事，然后他觉得有点惶恐，然后就去问。我觉得这两件事，它就是一个是一个不同的点。那我不知道大家是怎么想的。哎呀，这篇文章我太感兴趣了，然后也非常在意各位的观点，所以大家呃，如果大家就是有类似的思量或者考虑的话，欢迎评论区留言，谢谢。然后如果可以的话，请订阅我吧。所以祝你生活愉快。